I have found in taking the background histories of people with chronic conditions and movement disorders that for many of us, in the years before diagnosis, we tended to make ourselves into mighty oak trees, isolated and standing alone in a field. We put more and more responsibility onto our own shoulders, in the very mistaken idea that by gathering power to ourselves, we can take more control of our own lives, and we begin to refuse to accept or ask for help from others. We become the world's worst delegators. We make ourselves strong and unbreakable, but we also make ourselves top-heavy in the pursuit of taking on more and more, in the mistaken belief we can control the world around us this way. We isolate ourselves, pushing others away, so we grow alone in the field, instead of in the safety of the forest surrounded by others who could support us. We become more determined, more set in our ways, and we do feel stronger as we grow. Then the hurricane comes that tips us into chronic symptoms, an event we have no control over. We don't break, we are uprooted wholesale, we simply fall over. In my conversations with others, I see two major outcomes in people with nervous system dysregulation symptoms, and these outcomes depending markedly on attitudes. The first outcome is rapid decline, as in those of us continue to fall over, and for whom the fallen oak begins to rot from the inside most rapidly. This tends to be truest in those of us who simply want to return to our old lives, to keep going exactly the way we were before. It usually therefore involves a very rigid sense of self, a holding on to their oak personality for dear life, with a very strong sense that this aspect is their true self, and indeed is something to be celebrated. The second outcome is in getting better, partial recovery, living well with the disease, slowest decline, or being happy anyway. The common factor in all of the people I know who are like this is that they have realized the folly of the oak. They know they cannot simply stand up in the form they were before. They have all gone through a process of change, of evolution, and they're all evolving into willow trees in the heart of the forest. They accept help and support of others around them. They seek out water and nutrients. They become flexible in nature. In short, they not only embrace change in themselves, but learn to bend with the wind of changes